What's up, everyone? This is Dyana Rozay. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good this Friday night. I am here to talk about All the Queen's Men, episode 13 of season 3. So welcome, everybody. If you can hear the sound of my voice, please let me know in the chat, because sometimes I'll be up here talking away and I realize you guys can't hear me. What's up, Lady D for Lady D Keys, okay, from Seattle, Washington. Irish said that she can't hear me. Okay, hold on. I don't know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Want to make sure that I can hear you guys, or that you can hear me. I can't hear you anyway. Let me know if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me, please. Yes. Okay, perfect. All right. I thought my equipment was working. Okay, thank you. Get a clue. Thank you, Lady D Keys. Y'all can hear me. Excellent, excellent. Okay, y'all. We are going to do All the Queen's Men live. Okay, All the Queen's Men, episode 13 of season 3. I have been really diligent in bringing these to you guys every week. And today I am going to share the stage with my sister, Miss Clone. So me and Miss Clone are going to do this live. And then if anybody wants to come up after the live, you can. You are more than welcome. But y'all come on in, talk to me in the comments about what y'all see. I see a few of y'all dropped your city and state. So I want to make sure that we keep that going. Thank you to all the moderators. There's not very many of y'all watching today, but I'm hoping to make people fans of this show, because I like the show. It's funny to me. It's good, mindless. You don't have to think a whole lot about it. Television. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Thank you, Miss Nola. Hit the like button on your way in, please, and thank you. Talk to me in the chat about everything, okay? And yeah, me and I don't even have your name up here. Let me get your name up here. I'm sorry. Me and Miss Clone are going to do our thing. And guys, this review. So Clone is my sister. A lot of y'all may have heard her on other reviews that I've done. Why isn't the name being displayed? I thought. Oh, there it is. Here. Hey. All right, cool. All right, y'all. So listen, come on in, everybody. And I'm about to start right now. And after we finish the review, if you'd like to come up and chit chat about it, you are more than welcome. But it starts at the Club Eden, with Madam and Detective Davis, right? Madam and Detective Davis, they are sitting down having a chit chat. Y'all know Detective Davis got kicked out of the police department because they thought she was, dirty, with the people that are suspects. They also had video of a house that Madam had blown up. And they were like, if you have all this stuff on your computer, you knew what was going on. We believe dirty with Madam. So she's out, and she's now become a real, informant to Madam, and she's doing it for money. So she's sitting across the table from her and giving her information that she already knows, but she is telling her some more about the concierge. She's like, he's in Mexico right now. He is set up to leave, right? She's saying that he is set up to leave, and that, in a few days, he's going from Mexico to the Caribbean, and from the Caribbean, he should be in the ATL within 24 hours. That is what she is giving her in regards to information. So Madam breaks her off like a huge chunk of money. And she was like, listen, if I know some people where you and your connections are a cop, and their connections could be valuable. Do you know that your mic is messing up? Okay.
Sorry.
A cop and information could be valuable. So if you don't mind, if you are doing your job right, then there's more where this came from. And she gives her at least, it looks like 30K. If that money's stacked right. So she thanks her and goes on about her business. Now, we know in the last episode, in episode 12, Trouble and Champ got arrested on the stage, okay? While they were grinding up against a pole, the cops came up there and got them. But that's a little bit, that's bad business for Club Eden, because a lot of white collar, or women who work white collar jobs, that's where they come to unwind. So they get there with their suits on and stuff. They coming from the office right to the club, dressed in 6-inch heels, got their suits on. And Madam gets on stage and said, listen, I want y'all to know that that was an accident. We don't like the cops here interrupting our good time. I am positive that Trouble and Champ will be here tomorrow to give y'all, what y'all need. I don't want you to think that this is that type of club, even though it is that type of club. It is that type of club and worse. But Madam's trying to make everybody feel easy about it. Then they show us Champ and Trouble in jail, girl. So go ahead and talk. I might be doing too much talking for you. Go ahead.
That's okay. You can finish it out. So Champ and Trouble are in jail, ready to squeal.
Not really.
They don't want to be there, but I mean, neither one of them want to be there. But
Okay.
oops, sorry, I popped out there for a second. There, I'm having a little bit of an issue. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. Neither one of them. I'm sorry. I'm actually losing internet connection here.
Okay, I'm gonna finish up until you get yourself together. So Tramp and Trouble are in jail. They're in the same holding cell, y'all, with wearing next to nothing. Like Champ doesn't have a shirt on. I think all he's wearing is some undies with a penis hole in it. Same for Trouble, to be honest. And she got on like a sports bra. That's pretty much it. But they are both in the same holding cell. And when the cop that arrests them walks past, they basically tell everything. Okay. They're like, listen, it was Rayshawn Jackson. He's 6'2", weighs 165 pounds. He got a cut over his right eye. They are telling absolutely everything. Okay. I thought the rule was snitches get stitches, but they are telling. The cop is like, well, basically, let me write this up and y'all can sign off on it, and we'll let you go. Trouble says, I'm not signing shit. Okay, I don't care what you write up. We told you what you needed to know. I'm sure Rayshawn will back it. And where's my phone call? Basically, I need my phone call. Cop let him make the call. She bails out, or whoever her friend is bails both of them out. They're nervous because they don't know what's going on. Madam clearly isn't coming to bail them out. And they made the comment, I don't think Madam gave or knows that we gave the money back, because we shouldn't have been arrested. We gave that money back. We shouldn't have been arrested. Tandy's messing up. So they get outside. When they're outside, Champ comes up with this master plan to do something new. Like, I know you want money, so why don't we get something else done? I got a plan for you. Come back to my house. Girl is like, it's 3 a.m. I'm not going back to your house unless we are doing a robbery tonight, or we got something going on tonight. It won't be me. And that's pretty much how it ends. The car pulls up and they head off. Are you doing better?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I hear you now. Okay. So meanwhile, back at the club, we got Amp. Now, Amp is a mess. I'm sorry. Amp, we know, got out of prison. He was on pills for a little bit, popping pills. Now, all of a sudden, he done quit pills cold turkey. Nothing wrong with that, but he is so head over heels for, what's that silly girl's name? Dime?
Dime. Mm-hmm.
He's just like head over heels for Dime, wanting Dime to forgive him all of a sudden. And just last week, he was making that girl do all kinds of crazy stuff to, I don't care about you, blah, 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 cussing her out, just acting a fool. But now all of a sudden he's wearing his heart on his sleeve. He wants Dime back. So he comes up, give her his little money. And now she is dogging his ass out. Like, go on, Amp, I ain't got time to talk to you. Not today. That's when Babyface shows up. Now we know that Babyface was in a private room with Tandy, nasty ass Tandy, last week. This episode, he comes to turn in his money, and his money is short. They know he had a private room, but his money is short. So he comes down, hands the money to Dime. Dime lets him know. And is it Midnight? Midnight basically
Midnight.
goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Midnight goes after him and is like, listen, just because you're sleeping with her don't mean that you get to come up short. He lets everybody know that Tandy's husband has passed away, which puts a crimp in Madam's plans, but not that big of a crimp, because Madam's got a plan B, okay? She already said, once she found out that Tandy's husband passed away. She said, Blue, get Tandy on the phone. Let her know I need her here first thing in the morning, because
So,
what we ain't going to do is not get that mayor seat. Okay.
so
Uh,
here's the question that I have about this part. Why does Tandy come to the club to see the same guy that she can go home and see?
how would I know? She's nasty. The whole point is that she's nasty as Tandy. I wouldn't know anything about that. You're thinking too much into the show. It's not that deep. What we
Clearly.
know is that Tandy is not nothing is going to make sense. It's all about, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So at the end
Mm,
of the day, she was there because she was feeling bad and she wanted some attention from Babyface. She got it. And Babyface lets Madam know that he has a closer connection to Tandy. He's living with, and basically he's tricking off of her, and he's gonna get the money for it. He'll bring it back. She said, make sure you do, and next time have my money in your hand when you come out of that private room, because what we're not going to do is have you upstairs doing whatever with whoever and act like you don't work here and for me. He
mm.
agrees. He understands what that's about. And then he hits the road. Okay. In the meantime, what else is going on? Madam confronts Fuego. Okay. Y'all know Fuego is having a hard time. He doesn't know what's up from down. He feels like everything is closing in on him. His
Mhm.
computer is being hacked, and people are, sending him footage of what Madam is doing and some other things. So right now he has a girlfriend that passed away at the hands of Madam. Madam set him up and said, listen, if anything comes out, it's going to look like you did it. The girl's parents, his girlfriend's or ex-girlfriend's parents, is hounding him, saying, I know you know something about this. So he's flipping out. He's going kind of crazy in the head. But right now, and everybody can see it. Everybody knows that he's not built for whatever they got going on at that damn club. So he ends up going into Madam's office. And once he gets there, she tells him what's going on. He tells her that the computer was hacked. First, she says, I know that you took Big D out the basement. What's going on? He said, well, I could see Big D because the computer was hacking it and it was sending me the images. But he said, I thought you purposely sent that to me. And she was like, why in the hell would I send you something like that, Fuego? If I'm going to do anything, I would tell you.
Mhm.
I'm not going to just send you a message like that.
Right.
She also said, if anything happens in the future, you need to tell me about it. Your only job is to stay loyal to me, nothing else. Just stay loyal and not talk to the cops. He said, well, I can definitely stay loyal, but I don't know about not talking to the cops. They keep following me. I got the DA coming to my house. I don't know what the hell's going on. And Madam said, well, basically, you figure it out or you're going to meet Jesus a lot sooner than you. So that's how she plays him. What else? Anything else happen with that scene, child?
No, she
Okay.
pretty much dogs him and tells him to get out.
Okay. So she said, get the hell out. And remember who you work for. In fact, everybody, all the dancers are saying the same thing. I don't care what happens next. You better keep your mouth closed when it comes to Madam.
Mhm.
Okay. Now we're at the. Are you okay?
Mhm.
Okay, your mic is making a lot of noise. Now we're at the next day, and Tandy meets up with Madam, right? Tandy meets up with Madam, and then she pretends like she's in mourning. Tandy's pretending like she is in mourning. Madam tells her to kill the act because she knows that her husband was a predator. She knows all the stuff that her husband was doing. She was like, I don't really care if that man is in the ground or not. So you can kill that noise. And she said, I also know that you're taking care of Babyface. And Tandy's just, smiling at her. And she said, as long as he has his butt at this job every single day, I don't give a damn what you do with Babyface, period. Then Madam tells her that you're going to take over your husband's campaign as mayor, do everything, promise everything that your husband promised, but make sure that you win the seat. She tells Madam, I'm not going to be I'm not going to pander to you and do whatever in the White House, or excuse me, White House, in the mayor's house. Now, let me say this too, because the worst person you want to have in power, in political power, is someone like Tandy. Tandy is a hot ass mess. When Tandy just had money, her husband's money, she was abusive as all get out. So putting her in the mayor's house is going to be a problem. And she's also going to have a problem with Babyface. I foresee that right now. Babyface is another person who is power hungry, money hungry, and those two thirsty ass bastards are really going to set the town on fire. Not to mention you got Madam doing what she's doing. But anyway, Champ ends up coming over, or Trouble ends up coming over to Champ's house to hear about this idea. Right, Clone? You up?
Yes, you had me muted.
Okay. Champ ends up coming over to, or Trouble ends up coming over to Champ's house, his apartment. And what did you think about this scene? Do you feel like Champ is attracted to Trouble?
Yeah, I think he's getting a little sweet on her. Him, her. Both of them. I think I think he sees her a little bit differently than he used to.
Okay. Champ is literally like staring in Trouble's eyes, like he's attracted to her. He was licking his lips. He asked her if there was anything he could get her to eat. I was like, wait a minute, this isn't going well. She doesn't read it that way, but he was definitely staring at her like he wanted to make her his woman or something. Anyway, he ends up telling her that there's some corner boys that they can rob. And she said, I'm not doing that. She was like, we'd have to do that every week in order to catch the lick that we want. So
Right.
if you want to get the trap house, I'm good. We can think of a plan to get the trap house, but I'm not robbing the corner boys. That's
Yeah, this is a one-time deal, not a weekly job. Yeah.
not a weekly job. So he said, okay, cool. And now he's excited. And I feel like he thinks this Trouble has all the answers, which she does not. Trouble is a hot mess. She gets into trouble all the time. She makes things go from bad to worse all the time. But it looks like Champ is interested in Trouble for some odd damn reason.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have Tandy. Tandy comes back home. Tandy comes back home, y'all, and she has Babyface sitting on the couch in his underwear, okay, looking nasty as all get out, playing Atari or whatever video game is hot out there right now,
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
eating ham sandwiches and Fritos. And she walks in the house like, well, damn, you done made yourself comfortable. Well, of course he made himself comfortable. You gave him a key. And she ends up telling them, listen, Madam has given me her endorsement. She wants me to run for mayor. And all he sees is dollar signs. Well, if you about to run for mayor, you got your husband's insurance check coming in. That means you got more money. So I want a raise. Okay. I want my stipend to get increase. I want a convertible. He's talking about all the things he wants. And she said,
Right.
you know what? She said, you know what? I'm going to give that to you, but I can't do it right now. I'm in mourning. And in order for me to meet or win this mayor seat, this is what I have to do to get there. And yeah, so we'll see what happens. But right now, it's exactly what I said it was going to do. Nasty ass Tandy and Babyface are about to do the worst. Lady D said they give Trouble the right name because she stays in trouble. She certainly does.
She does.
She stays in trouble. We also there was like a little scene where Tandy went and did a PSA commercial letting everybody know that she's running for mayor. So it's on and popping. In the meantime, the DA also has plans for Tandy. She's like, if this is Tandy's my girl, we're friends. We know everything that's going on in the city. I need everything clean from Tandy. If we got any bad stuff on Tandy or her husband, we need these records to go away. So that's what Casanova is working on. And that's pretty much it. They end up going back to the club. There's this dance scene. Every episode, they give an actual dance scene with all the strippers. And they are dancing to a song called, what is this song called?
Girl.
They're dancing to a song called If I Get Caught by Division. Okay. And while they're doing that, Amp is missing all the dance steps. He's missing the dance steps. He is just off. And Blue ends up seeing it and she tells him, if you don't get your shit together, Madam is going to kick your ass out of here. You got one job to come in here and dance. Now you're doing everything wrong. So straighten it up. He tells her, okay, he's trying to get it together. He's just, love sick for Dime. He convinces Dime to talk to him after the club closes. She tells him that she'll go to his house. And he also gets in a fight with Big D, right? Because he thinks that him and Dime are going to be an item again. So he pulls Big D aside and said, listen, I'm sorry for all the, crazy stuff that you and I was into. But do you mind backing off a Dime? She and I was a hot item. I'm, chasing after her again. And Big D said no. He said, I know she's attracted to me. So it is what it is. May the best man win. And that's when Amp boxed Big D's eye, right? Punched him smooth in it.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. And then at the end, we have what? We got Fuego walking out the building. And he is about to get kidnapped.
Right.
He's about to get kidnapped. And it's like 3 people jump out of a van. And fortunately for him, Midnight saw it and ended up helping him out. But not before they end up leaving in the van. He hits his alarm on the car and the car blows up. So
the car blows up, yeah.
What happens next week? So what was your thoughts on everything, girl?
I mean, I still feel the same way that I did last week.
Okay.
Which I already told you, so.
You don't want to say it again for good measure?
I mean, I will. I'm just a little confused why everybody watches the show. There's
Okay. Lady D's can come up and talk to me about the show. Well.
Yeah, she's probably a better candidate. Let Lady D's come up.
Okay. I put a link in the chat if anybody wants to come up and share some of their thoughts about the show. Outside of that, it was a good episode. I'm interested in seeing what happens next. I want to see what happens when Tandy gets into the mayor's house and see what happens with her power. I also want to see what happens between the DA. Hey, Lady D. I want to see what happens between the DA and Madam. So, girl, what was your thoughts on the show for this episode?
It was good. I liked it. I just want to know who. I do have a question though. Who's going to be dangling off the side of the bridge? Because remember, Cartier said somebody was going to be dangling off the side of the bridge. It hasn't happened yet.
When did that happen? I
remember season 3, episode 4.
Season 3, episode 4.
Because remember, he called her on the phone, and he was telling her to meet him, and she said no. And then he said, "Well, something gonna happen if you don't show up." He said that somebody she cared about or loved was gonna be hanging off the side of the bridge.
Okay.
Go back and watch I think it's season 3, episode 4.
Okay, so that was earlier in the season, not the second half. Okay, I'll have to go back and check that out because I don't remember that. We know that the concierge is on his way back to Atlanta. We do know that part, and she is gearing up to see what's going to go down. That's where we are now. What's up, Simone?
Sorry, can you hear me?
I hear you.
I was trying to pause the YouTube in the background. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh goodness, this I love this show.
Okay.
I didn't watch the first 2 seasons, and I binge watched it like last summer. Oh my God, I fell in love with the show. I didn't catch all of the latest episode. I just saw last week's, but from what you guys are describing, I can't wait to look at it after I get off of here. But I'm just impressed with the show. Just to look at the sexual chocolate every week, that's enough for me.
Okay, that part, especially midnight.
I mean, and I don't know. And I have a thing. I love I love Queen of the South when it was on, and I just love seeing Eva play this character. I mean, honestly, she should be nominated for an Emmy for this because Yeah, she is. I mean, no. I mean, besides her father, well, supposedly, dying and not dying, she doesn't have no emotion. I mean, she is just pure cold killer. I mean, I'm sorry, pure cold. You know what? She is. Oh, I think this is the best role I've ever seen her in. I mean, she. I mean, I'm sure I can't say all the acting is A+, but she plays this part, in my opinion. She plays this
Where did
part.
the dad go? Where did the dad go?
I think they said they were going to Cuba or something.
Started with a C. It was an island, I thought.
I think it's
Cuba,
where
Oh,
I think it's
Columbia,
where
I
the
thought.
daddy is.
Colombia. Okay.
Yeah.
Colombia, or what's the other?
Yeah. Hmm.
Or Cayman Islands, something. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they just, I don't know. It's just a good show. I'm sorry I didn't look at the last show. I was just laughing at you when you said Atari. I about fell off this cat. I
Yes.
ain't heard Atari since the 80s.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what he playing, but he had that damn controller like this. So he was serious. It was, but yeah, I like the show too. It's pretty good. I'm happy that they are. It seems like everything is going okay with them over there. So, anywho, you guys, that's pretty much the show. I just wanted to get on it and stay live for this. I'm going to be reviewing probably tomorrow, Love and Marriage DC, and that's it. And we got some other stuff that's going to come down the pipe for y'all. Gus said that this is one of my favorite shows. I've been watching since day one. Okay, Gussie, listen, you have to come up and chit chat with us, and make sure that you are keeping us going with when we are talking about this one, because I don't think a lot of people even know it's out there, or that they're at least watching. But there's some people that love it, but we don't have enough people that's talking about it. So let
Yeah,
Hmm.
we don't have a lot because I've been wanting to hear commentary on it, and I think you're probably the first one I've heard do commentary on it. Honestly,
Hmm.
I haven't heard anyone else, and I don't know. Over the holidays, I love Christmas movies, so I subscribe to BT Plus just to look at the Christmas movies. But I was checking out some of their other stuff. Carl Weber, his series, The Family Affair or Family Business and Black
Hmm.
Hamptons, it's good. I love them shows.
I
I
watched the Black Hamptons too. I love that show too.
Yeah. So, but anyway, but
Okay.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'll be prepared next time you do one. I'm sorry. I
Okay.
didn't look at it last night.
We'll do it again next week.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
You too. Did Diana leave?
I think she did.
Okay, here I am.
Oh,
Oh,
here you
that's,
are. Okay.
Some kind of way I knocked the chat.
you got kicked off of your own show?
I sure did. All right, y'all. So we are going to shut it down, but thank everybody for coming up and talking about All the Queen's Men, episode 13. I think we down 5. I think they only do 10 a season, so we got 5 more to go if we are lucky, and we'll talk about the next one next week. But thank you to everybody for coming over and checking it out, and I will see y'all all on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.